And I hope you're doing fine. Similarly to last year, I used my job as a coach at the Levy Cycling Club to complete my video project and to demonstrate how is the theory similar and different from reality. I will be covering module 8, 10, and 9 for Word and modules 8 and 10 for Access. I hope you like it. So for the visual supports are extremely important to show employees their performances during the year. At the Levy Cycling Club, I encourage our members to subscribe early for the next cycling season because it helps us to predict how many coaches will be needed for the summer. Moreover, it is important for us to attract new cyclists every year for the growth of our club. Thus, the director, René Fortin, created a Word document to present to all the coaches and the management team the inscriptions we've received during each month. He sent it to me so I can correct it and add modification. This Word document is with Word, it is possible to insert comment and track changes on the document. Indeed, René will be able to display my track changes and comments by clicking on the red bar since I formatted them as a simple markup. So you can see here all the things that I've changed. Yet, sorry. Yes. Also, I added a graph at the end of the document to show visually the inscription I had for each group per month. Yet, I needed to format the word chart and enter the result in an Excel spreadsheet before to create the graph. Then I linked them both together. I chose a chart with a closed red bar and I've changed the colors. I also added a title. Therefore, the theory is extremely similar to reality because I applied the same word application that I've learned in the module 8. But I do not think that companies would combine and compare documents because it is extremely complicated and there are easiest way to do this, like simply opening two Word documents next to one another. Business people send a lot of emails per day. It is common and easy to use for them. However, they do not know that they are using plenty of Word applications to do so. I took an email that I've received from Marc Olivier, another cycling coach, for the ending season party. I am sorry for the French version, but it was necessary for the example. In fact, I noticed many similarities and differences with the theory. I adjusted this email to create something similar to a reference document with a table content. Thus, it looks much more professional and it could be similar to a real email that business people send. To prove my example, I added a screenshot at the end of the document from the actual email that I've received. In the email I received, there were headings, thus a table of contents should have been added to facilitate the reading. The table could have been updated easily if ever Marc Olivier would have wanted to add other things. In addition, the space in the document was properly done, so Marc Olivier probably used the tight spacing in the paragraph spacing design. I included a picture of the laser tag activity so it is more attractive and interesting for the viewers. I also added a caption and created a cross-reference for this picture so when people read, they know exactly what I'm referring to. I marked an index entry for the second picture, as you can see here. So if I would have liked to create an index, it could have been done, but it was not necessary for this email because it is not enough long. I've compressed the picture that I imported to the email version, which is 96 ppe, and I inserted a sidebar text box to show the prices clearly for the laser tag activity. Finally, I created a table of figures, as you can see here, with my table of content. that, like I said in the theory, to complete my email. Hence, for an email, according to its length, people can always use elements of a reference document. However, they probably will not insert a cover page, bookmark, and alternating footers, even though these elements would be necessary in a reference document. For an organization, it is always important to know if its customers have liked their experience or the product that they have offered. For this reason, most companies build surveys and ask their clients to fill it in so the business can improve. Therefore, the Levy Cycling Club have created a customer survey to know how their participants feel about the training that the club offers. Similarly to the theory, they use a template for an online form using Word. They have changed the paper color to make it more appealing and changed the paper side of the template. They inserted plain text, drop-down list, checkbox, rich text, combo box, and a date picker content control so their clients can really express their opinion and it is not too complicated to fill in. Indeed, they were able to do so by changing the properties of the content controls. By protecting the form, the customer were able to open a new document based on the template where they could not modify the question. This is why here I cannot click and change. I'm only able to write here. In real life, organizations would not use a Word template to create their survey because it does not look professional. However, they could do it even though because it is simple to use, but you can only collect the results if you do not have thousands of customers. As I mentioned, owners of businesses like to have information about their customers. When this information is organized, it is even better. Using forms, reports, tables help them to save time and provide proofs to show their suppliers about their financial activities. For this reason, I decided to create a table with the members of my group containing their personal information, as you can see right here. I also created a table called Sales Rep, which is in reality all of the coaches at the Levy Cycling Club with their information as well. You can notice it here. With the forms and report based on the information from my table, I was able to create macros and sub-macros. In fact, a macro consists of a series of actions that Access performs when the macro is run. For example, a macro can open a form in read-only mode or export a report as a PDF file. When my macros were done, I created the main menu form, as you can see here, which includes all the important elements for me: my customer list, the sales rep list, form with comment buttons, as you can see here, and reports with an option group who are linked with the macros. Therefore, when I will want to open a specific form, I will only open the main menu form and click on the one I want. Let's say the Open Customer Master form. There we go. However, it is not as simple as it seems, because I had to create other macros with variables for the option group. In fact, it is these ones. I needed to add actions like the set temp var and also the if statement to the form option macros. Before to obtain easily precise information about what I wanted, I had to build database sheets with my tables, which was really simple. However, furthermore, I created user interface UI macros to cause the appropriate pop-up forms to appear as a result of clicking the appropriate position on the form. Afterwards, I could create queries showing me exactly what I wanted to know. Here are some examples. For the query 1, it shows me the list of the customer number, their customer name, the amount paid, and also the balance due. For query number 2, it shows me the list of the customer number, their customer name, the amount paid, the current due, but only for the people who had an amount paid lower than $200. The query tree shows a list of customer number, their customer names, but only for those who lives in the city of Printemps. And you continue so on. Therefore, in reality, I think real businesses uses other databases than the one that Microsoft offers, which is Access, because there are many steps to go through to create a simple thing. And if someone makes a spelling mistake or forget to add a comma, then nothing works and it can get frustrating. However, I think that databases work similarly to Access. So by doing these modules, it have helped me to understand how macros work and how they are used in real life.